Hello everybody, this is Valerie Greenwell and welcome to Quilt Artistry. Today I have a little bit of a personal challenge. I have a quilt here. It is a t-shirt quilt and there is no stabilizer on the back of this quilt. And I will be using minky on the back that was too small for the quilt, and we extended it with plain old black cotton fabric. Most of the shirts appear to be cut pretty straight, so I'm not too worried about that. But you know, they are t-shirts. We do have a fair amount of stretch. I don't have much of a margin for error on this backing fabric. It was actually a double-sided minky plus fleece throw that we separated the backing from the minky and then had to extend the minky to make it big enough to fit this quilt. But it's absolutely what the gal wanted on the quilt, so we are making it work. I debated on whether or not to go back and restabilize these t-shirts, and I decided against it. And she had actually had some kind of stabilizer on it, but it wasn't applied the right way, and it was easier to take it off than to deal with the wrinkles that would have been in there. I'm just going to give it a go and we're going to see how it goes. I'll be using Quilter's Dream black batting, and I'm going with a very, very simple pattern, which is the age-old favorite Meander 2, which I have flipped upside down so that the start and stop is at the bottom of the quilt. You know, it's not a complicated pattern. I also have the spoon foot on the machine. So I'm going to get it started and I'm just going to give it a go and see how it goes. I've never done this before and I'm curious to see how manageable it will be. And if you'll notice, I also am not going to secure the quilt to the front of the belly bar because I just don't want to put any kind of stress or pull on not only the t-shirt quilt but the minky either. So this is going to be fun. We're going to see how it goes, and I'll be back in a little bit to share my results. Well, I finished the first row and everything went really well, and I am now at my second roll, and I'm going to check it for a reasonable amount of squareness, and oh yeah, not bad. Maybe just a little smidge of adjustments here. Not bad at all, considering that there's no stabilizer. I'm very pleased with the way that it is rolling. Not bad at all. This one is just a little bit high. I'll do a little bit of adjustment there. But overall it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not a very big quilt. Probably had the quilt been any larger, I might have had some reconsiderations about not using the t-shirt stabilizer. However, so far I've been pleasantly surprised. Okay, we're back, and I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised. I quilted this t-shirt quilt and it has no stabilizer in it. It has a minky on the back. However, you know, we all try to give our customers what they ask for, even though sometimes it doesn't make sense to us. It makes sense to them. So she wanted me to use this minky, which was part of a fleece, like a kid's fleece blanket, just like a little throw. And it was a lot smaller than the quilt was. And then I added a strip of black down one side. Now, this is just quilter's cotton, and I was a little skeptical about this because I thought, you know, it could really cause it to like draw up because of the difference of the fabric and, of course, the pre-washed and well-washed minky. But I kept the quilt top very loose. I didn't put any kind of undue stress on it. I didn't roll it tight at all. I just sort of let it roll, smoothed it out, and quilted it. And the back looks amazing. It didn't pull. There are no wrinkles. And, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not. But this quilt top of these t-shirts, it is completely pieced on a serger, so there are no heavy seams at all. I believe she used a 3-thread overlock, and so there's very minimal seams here at all. There's no bulk anywhere, and with it not having stabilizer in it, and it's got the minky on the back, it is very, very soft and pliable. I gotta say, I was a little skeptical, but I actually might try this again. Just because I like the way it feels. It's so soft, it's so light, cozy. And I guess if you have a quilt where you don't have to do like a dense design on it or anything like that, this really might be a good idea, might be a good solution. Anyway, all right, so that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for hanging out with Quilt Artistry.